What's going on, y'all, man? We are back with another video. In today's video, I want to talk about the San Antonio Spurs. Once again, man, Coach Pop done it again. Honestly, this has been one of the biggest surprises, at least in my opinion, this year. As of right now, they are top 6 in the West. I believe they are tied for 4th at 17-10. Let me double check that. My bad, 16-11. So they game behind 4th place. So they in 6th place in the West right now. And I believe that this team is under the radar. They're very good. Not a lot of people talk about them. They don't, attract a lot of media attention, but they quiet. They go about their business. They play great team ball, and they are very competitive so far this season. They got huge wins. This season they beat the Lakers, they beat the Clippers, they beat Boston, they beat Toronto, they beat Portland, beat Memphis. A lot of good wins. They have, honestly, just looking at the schedule, they played a very tough schedule so far, and they are 16-11, 6th place in the West, which is very good. Next up, let's talk about that young core, man. In terms of young core, a lot of people don't talk about the young core. They got DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, who's been one of the, to me, rising stars, in the league. And not a lot of people are talking about. I say DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray, like I said, he's not going to win Most Improved Player, but he should at least get some consideration for Most Improved Player. He's having a much improved season. My biggest problem with DeJounte Murray, throughout his first early years, is consistency. And this year he's been a lot more consistent. Then we got Derek White, who's getting back and healthy. Last game he doing Derek White things. Not a lot of people know about Derek White, but he's a very underrated player. Another good young core to this piece. Then he got Lonnie Walker, who I think, as of right now, he probably had the most potential out of all the young core, but yeah, continue to be more consistent, but he's another very good player. And then they have another good steal, another good draft pick in Devin Vassell, who was one of the best rookie defenders, who hit the open three, and at times who can create his own shot. And then they got another underrated big man, Jakob Poeltl. One of the better defensive big men in the league. Nobody knows about him. And if you guys are a fan of big, advanced stats, he's in top 5 all the defensive advanced stats. Now let's talk about their vets. As someone who he got criticized a lot in Toronto, and he even been criticized a decent amount in San Antonio, but I believe DeMar DeRozan has become one of the more underrated players in the league. And I believe, as of right now, I think he is an all-star. He should be an all-star reserve in the West. He's been a great leader for San Antonio. Lead them in scoring, assists. He's been very good for San Antonio this year. He's going under the radar so far this season. So yeah. Also, let's talk about they have 8 players who was averaging double figures. DeMar DeRozan, DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, Derek White, Lonnie Walker, Patty Mills, Rudy Gay, and I say Lonnie Walker. So they have 8 players right now averaging double figures, which is most in the league. And it just shows you, they moving the ball very well. One of the best passing teams in the league. Has truly been one of the best passing teams over this past, over these past 2 decades. The next thing I want to talk about with San Antonio is, in terms of them having 8 players that have double figures, they have one of the best bench, in the league, which includes Patty Mills, Rudy Gay, Lonnie Walker, the rookie Devin Vassell, and it was Jakob Poeltl, but LaMarcus Aldridge got hurt. So I'm gonna see once LaMarcus Aldridge get back healthy, will he go back to the bench and keep Jakob Poeltl in the starting lineup, or are they gonna put LaMarcus back in the starting lineup and put Jakob Poeltl back on the bench? It's gonna be interesting to see. But like I was saying, San Antonio has one of the best bench. Their bench has been very good this season, and they're not getting a lot of credit, man. Like I said, the San Antonio team not getting talked about a lot. That's kind of always been the motto of San Antonio. Not a lot of people, are too interested in San Antonio. Call them boring, but they play the game the right way, man. Fortunately, we're gonna see what Marcus situation, but I can't use that word. They got their next week. They've been stopped, due to the the virus situation. So hopefully they can continue to pick up where they left off at. Cause they streaking. They won, they won 5 of their last 6 games. They really playing great basketball. And I just wanted to give them some love. Now a lot of people are talking about the San Antonio Spurs, man. So, everybody, San Antonio organization. Hopefully they can continue to play high-level basketball once everything is situated for that. But back to what I was saying. Sleep on the San Antonio, Spurs team, man. Now, do I believe they're gonna make the playoffs? At this point, yeah, I actually am a believer in San Antonio Spurs making the playoffs, man. I think they be anywhere from that 5, 6 spot to like 8th, 9th seed. Like the San Antonio, Spurs team, the difference between this year's team and last year's team is, they move the ball a lot better so far this season. More players, they spreading the love around to all their players. Like I said, they have 8 players averaging double figures, averaging over 25 assists, a game, scoring about 111 points a game. But their defense has been a lot better due to their personnel, which includes the defense of, one of the more underrated backcourts, I believe, is Derek White and DeJounte Murray. And then adding Keldon Johnson to the starting lineup and having, drafted them for sale. So they got more defensive identity, and they moving the ball well on offense, like I said. They veteran leader and DeMar DeRozan closing out games, being very efficient from the floor. Then they bench, providing that scoring plug off, providing that scoring plug. He's making this team, go. This team playing very well. Their chemistry is on point. And these young guys, man, they continue to draft very good players who fit their system and just allow them to shine and maximize their talents, man. And this is all being late first-round picks. Like Derek White was picked 29th. DeJounte Murray was the 29th pick in the first round. Lonnie Walker with the 18th pick. Keldon Johnson, once again, I think it was still the 2019 draft, 29th pick. And then they had their first lottery pick in over 22 years, Devin Vassell, and he looked like he's already immediate impact to this roster. And he's already one of the better young defenders in the league. Now a lot of people talking about it or realize that, but he's a very good defender. Our leadership, like I stated, and DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay, Patty Mills. And then, Marcus, like I said, that's going to be interesting to see what happens with Marcus. But, just, the young guys, man, the future is bright for San Antonio. Whether people like to admit it or not. They just missing that. For them to get back to that championship contender, man, they just missing a franchise player once DeMar is gone, I believe, San Antonio is going to be back to contender sooner rather than later. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Last thing I want to say, let me know in the comments if you guys agree about the San Antonio Spurs. Are they underrated? Are they one of the more surprising teams in the league? Let me know in the comment section, man. I want to get a quick shout out to the Spurs, man. Like I said, I've been very impressed with the Spurs. They continue to be one of the more underrated teams in the league, and especially in the West, man. So hopefully they can keep playing good basketball. Surprisingly, not a lot of people like to point this out, but to me, this young San Antonio Spurs team is very fun to watch and one of the more fun teams to watch. So if you guys haven't, check out the Spurs, man, I recommend y'all do, man. With that being said, man, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Alright, y'all, peace out.